Yeah, man.
Speaking of integrity, though, we can do some TI talk.
Yeah.
And the hybrid hymen. We can have the chat.
Jesus Christ.
No, not a clean segue. You're not feeling that one. No. you know what's
crazy.
going on, so. Oh, you know what I'll do, yeah. Just so that you don't sound like you're coming in and out. You just make sure that mic's close enough to you because you can hear in the headphones anyway. So
yeah.
Just because you know what, last week, yeah. Apologies, listeners. H got onto a minute. He was like, where I was sat, right beside Sebi, I was doing that thing what people do where they move their mic, they're like that and like this and like that. So I was cutting in and out at times. So we're trying to do good mic discipline this week. Yeah. Don't get onto me as well. H already greased me up. I got a light greasing. Let me just find this this TI clip and then we'll be able to just provide some context and then have a chat. All right, cool. There we go.
It's Deja, right? She's 18,
yes,
right?
Deja's 18, just graduated high school now, and she's attending her first year of college, figuring it out for herself. And yes, not only have we had the conversation, we have yearly trips to the gynecologist to check her height.
Oh, hey.
I'm done with you right now.
So, you know.
Do you go with her? She's a prisoner.
Yes, I go with her.
You go with her? Somebody check on Deja.
I go with her.
She's a prisoner.
So let me tell you, right? So this is one time we go. I think this might have been after her 16th birthday. And this is what we do. Like, right after the birthday, we celebrate. And,
we go and check her hymen after.
And then,
what the fuck?
Usually like the day after the party, she's enjoying her gifts. I put a sticky note on the door. Gyno.
No.
Tomorrow, 9:30.
Oh, this is great.
And so look, right? So we'll go. You know what I mean? We'll go and we'll sit down. We'll sit down, and then the doctor will come and talk. And the doctor's maintaining a high level of professionalism. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, sir, I have to, in order for me to share information. I say, Deja, they want you to sign this. They want you to sign
this right now. I need to know if your hymen's still there.
So we can share information. Is there anything that you would not want me to know? Oh, okay. See, Doc, ain't no problem.
You are the worst.
And so then, right? Then they come and say, okay, well, I just want you to know that there are other ways besides sex that the hymen can be broken.
That's enough. That's enough, bro.
Even how he's speaking, he just sounds mad seedy, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
What I was waiting for was
gyno.
Expeditiously. We going to the gyno expeditiously.
T.I. is a madman.
Bro, it's an absolute nutter. Not even that we should laugh here. When obviously I didn't hear the audio straight away, so I just got the story like everyone got the story, and I was like, on the surface level, this is crazy. Let me at least go and listen, because I'm like, what type of conversation are you going to be having where your daughter's gynecology appointments and hymens come up? I was thinking, did someone trip him up? Did somebody throw him in? Threw him under the bus. I was like, this must be a big bus. But Donnie just volunteered the information. And that's the danger of this. Yeah, I'm glad he did, but that's the danger of this microphone thing, yeah. Where we're not obviously ain't got the same level of notoriety and acclaim and fame with someone like a T.I., yeah. But when you do this, having the microphone on a regular basis, and you overshare, you forget your loved ones that it might impact. So even if you're not talking about something directly related to them, just you moving mad or something you've done, bro, that person has now got to deal with that. Because after this all happened, do you think that little 16, 17, 8-year-old nasty little niggas in the... You remember what we were like at that age. Imagine the kind of hella eggplant emoji in the DM.
Hymen intact.
Bro, man are doing hi man with the emoji. Bro, the jokes that I would... Crazy. Let's be honest. And I saw her. She must... If I'm her, I'm you lock off your Instagram comments. Shutting down the Insta. I see her liking not shady tweets about her dad, but negative tweets about people that weren't in support of that. I see her liking that. So I'm like, she ain't happy with this. She ain't happy with this. So when it came out, I was like, you know what? There's loads of layers to this. Now I ain't got any children, but I've got 2 sisters. So what's one of the one fears when you've got younger sisters? You don't want them around boys. You don't want it to happen too early. Why? Because you know you've done trash. And you know what trash is out there. You don't want it to be affected by the trash. But bruv, you can't stand in front of the vagina like David Seaman, bruv. You can't do pussy patrol. It's not gonna work. It can't work, bruv.
Bro, like I just want to understand. I was never like the brother or the person to kind of police you know, a woman in general, like let alone like my younger sister or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it was obviously you don't want to hear certain things about you know, your loved ones or whatever, because you know how nasty things can be in it just by growing up in a certain place or in a certain era where people are just gonna go around calling such and such names in it, or you like, you know what I'm referring to, like someone being branded as a hoe.
Let's stop talking. Yeah,
So
just say the word.
it's
man.
like, but you shouldn't even have that thought process. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to kind of let them live life. Like, no one was policing what you were doing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's hella intrusive. I'm looking at him like, bro, what's wrong with you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's perverted in a way. And while going for the mum, like, how is this being allowed to happen? Like, there's so many questions.
You don't know the fact that you can say this out loud. You don't know how he runs his household, isn't it?
Yeah,
he might rule with an iron fist. Where like
he strikes me as that type of person.
Because generally, not saying this like we try to get to a place where like, oh, there are no gender roles, but like for a lot of people, I'm sure that if a parent's gonna go with their daughter for a gynecology visit, it's going to be the mum, innit?
100%.
So
what am I doing there,
bro? Come on. Even on a small level, like I grew up having eczema for years, and I used to feel uncomfortable where I'll be in the GP surgery, and you know, like you've had eczema in your crevices, so like behind your knees, and down your legs and down the side. And then the GP's like, yeah, just take off your trousers. I'm like, bro, my mum's here, bro. What do you mean off your pint? Are you telling me the truth?
I'm like, nah, man.
I'll tell mum to go out. She's like, nah. So I'm just there, okay, cool, off my trousers. He's like, yeah, okay, I can see it. It might be psoriasis. So imagine on another level.
But you know what it is,
on a gynecology appointment.
Yeah, but the clear difference with that is that like this is like to do with your health. Man's just checking whether she has like whether she's been active or not.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
And
that's his reasoning behind it.
So there's like I said, the bare is even at the end of it, he then obviously the doctor gives him the massive, you know, the big revelation. Listen, Mr. Harris, hymens can break just from riding a bike, horse riding, like vigorous activity. Like so, what are you gonna do? Let's say a hymen was intact. What was you gonna do? You're gonna send her off to Wakanda.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm not for I'm not for that at all, man. It's just insanity, like personified.
Yeah,
this is the kind of shit that he will say anyway. You know what I'm saying? Using words for no reason. Like, bro,
this behooves me.
The thing is, yeah, T.I. will use words, yeah, to kind of like just to make him seem like super intelligent.
Yeah.
This is pretty fucking stupid what you're doing.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason or there's not anything that you can tell me, yeah, to make me think otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
And there's more to her being sexually active than just like her losing her virginity. What about STDs and doing a mad thing? Because I don't know if you saw that thing with Rick Ross, yeah? I don't know how true this is, but apparently his young daughter is now pregnant, innit? And Donnie threw a hissy fit, deleted all her photos off the gram, unfollowed her. Obviously, you've got a teenage daughter who's out here pregnant, and that don't make you look good, or, you know. So it's like we need to deal with this situation better because you don't have autonomy over, like, your child's body, innit? Like, even that whole ownership, my child, I know obviously Van's a pops and that it's easy for me to say 'cause I ain't got kids, but, like, this is my perspective. You got blessed with this child or children by whatever the universe, whatever high power and that. At a certain point, you just got to let them be because we all know when we went to university, Freshers Week, all those girls that they had on the lock and key, what happened first week? It's lit.
On day release.
It's lit. Fam.
Mad.
Open gel. Heat map on 1,000. Optostats through the roof.
And do you know what it is, yeah? You you give your children freedom, let them figure things out for themselves, and they won't feel like once they get to a place, they won't feel like they've missed out and they've had to do all these things. Do you know what I'm saying? I had freedom before uni. So when I got to uni, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, like, let me run riot, let me go crazy. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm saying? The moment that you're over policing, they're gonna want to rebel. It's like, it's natural within us.
It's innate in youth to just rebel. What? Like I'm sitting there thinking, there must be some of our listeners going with a rebuttal. Well, everybody parents differently. How do we respond to that rebuttal?
Everyone does parent differently, innit? Like, and it's still not gonna make me say that.
I'm not saying
cool.
this ain't fucking mad. This is mad extreme, bro.
Like, it's not gonna make me say, oh well, that's T.I.'s parenting style. Like, yeah, cool, innit? If that's what he does,
The
then
expeditious
cool.
parenting style.
Fam, no.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and to some people, they'll be like, I was even seeing people say, oh yeah, this is normal in African households. Which
Don't
Africa?
bring us into this. What we didn't do
I
nothing.
was like, which Africa?
but then what people say response to that FGM.
Yeah. I mean, that's certain places.
Yeah.
Don't say Africa.
Africa's
innit?
a very big place.
It's a very big place because man don't know about them things. Do you know what I mean? Like, growing up with two sisters, my dad weren't involved in those affairs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, like.
If I want to keep it a buck here, I think there's the other side of which is like leans to like the patriarchy argument and just like how we look at virginity and purity. Because I used to work one of my old jobs. There was one of the older donnies that worked there. He used to work in UAE, innit? And he said over there, like he was fraternizing with the locals, you know, waving his magic wand around and living his best life.
Mad.
And he said there were certain women where it was like, it was only the anal thing because they had to keep that thing pure because they know after a little fun with this black guy, once I go and get married, everything shuttings down. All the ones that did have the full-on sexual experience with him, all holes, no problems, they had enough money to go and get the vaginal tighten. Just to make sure that when they go and link their brother, smelling of that magical oud, that he ain't going to be disappointed because she isn't, in inverted commas, a virgin. So imagine having to go through all of that just to appease Donnie and not be looked at and then extreme, like let's say violence or shame or like return the wife, that type of thing. You know what I'm referring to? So imagine having to go through all of that. And brother, even one of my Donnies when we was younger, one of my originals used to work in the cinema, he said, listen, certain members of the Asian community were in the back rows doing a mad thing. Yeah, but they would do it, and that's what will happen when like you put like that kind of prize on their virginity. So then they will go and do like oral, anal, and then not be clued up in regards to sex and maybe go and get an STD or STI and because there's okay, we're not having sex vaginally, so it's not a problem, bro. You're still at risk, you know.
It just then all derives from the point where these guys think that these women are their property. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the root of it all. Like, you know, they see this woman is gonna be, it's obviously like we're gonna be in a relationship. She's mine, you know, like my partner, but she's also my property. That's why it's like, all right, cool. They want to be the first to, you know, you've been to the fucking car showroom. You want to be the first to drive that whip. You know, you want to be the first to enter the yard.
Comparing babes to whips, bro.
No, but this, like
toxic.
In regards to like how they view them as property.
Yeah,
this is probably their mindset. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's something I don't support.
Can a child have agency over what they do when they're still under someone's roof? You know, like it's like, oh, as long as you're under my roof, you're gonna abide by my rules. Can you move mad or do what you want when you're living with your parents?
What do you mean?
In regards to loads of stuff, so like this situation here, so like that might be one of the things T.I. is looking at. Listen, you're under my roof because he's referring to he took her when she was 16. She's now I think 18, going off to what they call college, whatever in America.
Knocking on her door, leaving notes on her
Man
door.
said, "Post-it note, guy no." Imagine you wake up, sleep in your eye. You've been drinking a couple Four Locos and that your dad don't know. You open the door, you see guy. What? But
that's mad.
I'm sorry, but to answer my question, is there like
in this day and age?
Yeah, but do you know what it is? You can have rules, innit? As a parent, you set rules, innit? Like you there's stuff that you'll tell your child off over, and there's things that you allow. There's boundaries as well, innit? Me being in control of that aspect of her body is not one of them, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I could easily say, no, I don't want no boys staying over.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that they can't come round. Do you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
that little nigga got to go home at 4:30 in the afternoon. Yeah? So you want to come and hang out with my daughter, you better come here 2:00.
yeah, so
We'll all sit in the front room together and watch Judge Judy.
there's rules, man. Like, you know, I grew up in a strict household, but at the same time, there was a balance. There was a nice balance. Like, you know, it wasn't a thing of like you weren't allowed out, but you had to come back before a certain time, innit? It's just one of those things, like, and I think that there's a lot of these things that are pretty standard that you can get your child to understand without there being any or no conflict at all. You know, sometimes there were moments where my mum would call me up, to come home. I won't come, but what will happen next?
Get flogged.
My mum will be right there on the football pitch like she's centre mid. Do you know what I'm saying? I called you. Don't make me embarrass you in front of your friends. And I'll be like, right, you've already done that. You're already out here with slipper.
And robe. Mum's is out on the block in the robe, you know.
But yeah, what I'm saying is that like there could be a balance in it. As long as you're under my roof or your parents' roof, they do have the right, to set rules and stuff and tell you what you can and can't do. But then I think there's a limit to that, innit? And that,
like, this is the first time I've heard it. I said, this is crazy. Like, I was thinking, how does he treat his son? His son's like, I don't know. I think they're not as old as she is. I'm thinking, do you police what they do, like, sexually? Are you on them? Have you lost your... Like, if he was, then I'm like, you know, you're a madman, but he kept the same energy across the board. I say, you're nuts, but you're doing it, like, fairly across the board. And I highly doubt he is doing that. And, bro, if I'm heard, I think, even within, like we were saying, everyone parents differently, I can't dictate what goes in your household. But once you make it public, cause I did see some people saying, oh, like, you know, we need to, like, you know, people worrying too much about other people doing. No, it's not one of them. Don't try and use that as a way to sweep it under the rug.
Man weren't worried, you know.
He offered
it. Like, how are we worrying? Like, I was just scrolling my timeline and look, it appeared, innit? Magic.
And he was sat there with 2 women and they were laughing their hell. Bro, that wasn't stand-up material for you to be laughing like that. The way they were giggling was like, that they were in there with Bernie Mac.
Yeah, they were calling him crazy, but yeah, they were laughing. Maybe, I don't know, man. How they view him, it might just be like one of those things.
Maybe they'll be starstruck to have like a big rapper in the room and that that uncomfortable laughing.
Yeah, that uncomfortable laugh. But boy, it's not okay, man. And I think with him saying that, other people could just be like, yo, like, I'm gonna look at you differently now. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what it's going to do for him.
Are you saying season 2 of Rhythm and Flow? Are we going to get T.I. back on there after this Hyman scandal?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But Tip, you're a madman. Yeah, man. That's all I got to say on that, boy.
Someone said T.I. versus T.I.P. I'll let you. What did I say? What?
Oh,
I ain't done anything, man. You know.
Hey, listen, man. Not many people challenge T.I., man.
Yeah.
You know, man said he's the king of the South, and I didn't really hear a peep from other people. So
yeah, this little flip and little beats back in the day.
But yeah.
We can't segue into rap beef for him, bro. We can't save him with having a rap beef conversation.
Yeah.
That won't work, man. I mean. Yeah, no, it was an uncomfortable listen, and just to see the conversation and that, I was looking at the man. Them, I'm like, if you support this, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm like, people just are out here showing their asses, fam. Like, how can you support that? How?
Yeah,
you know, I don't know, man. But yeah, fam, like, that's some country ass Atlanta shit.
Expeditiously. T.I. is the funniest, bro. I was like, this nigga is crazy.